Welcome to the next episode of the Dark Web Deacon. Before we begin, be sure to smash that subscribe button, click the bell to turn on notifications. New videos are published every Monday and Thursday, and as always, be sure to like and provide comments. For today's episode, I'm going to talk about the 5 most notorious hacking groups that have had an impact on 2020. Now, there are dozens of hacking groups out there that have had major disruptions and have pulled off some amazing feats over the last several years. But these 5 I'm going to call out specifically due to their impact in 2020. First up is APT28. APT28 is a Russian collective, and they are also allegedly employed by the Russian government. This is backed by the fact that most all of their targets have been of interest to the Russian government, including the Georgian and Polish government websites and NATO, just to name a few. APT28 is also known by the name Fancy Bear, Sednit, and Pawnstorm. For much of 2019 and into 2020, they have spent a lot of their time scanning and probing the internet for vulnerable email servers, according to reports published by cybersecurity firm Trend Micro. It is unclear what attacks APT28 plans to launch against servers it identifies as vulnerable, although it wouldn't be hard to imagine they would try to take over these unpatched servers, either to steal sensitive personal data within those systems or use the email server as a zombie machine for their future operations. The Impact Team. This hacking group had a powerful vendetta against Ashley Madison, as well as Avid Life Media's other dating company, Establishment, in 2015. The group stole and exposed the personal information of users of these sites. According to Vade Secure, the Ashley Madison breach is back, and is coming back to haunt users in the form of highly personalized extortion scams. Given the nature of the site, these emails are very personal and embarrassing, and revisit a scandal that led to many family breakdowns and even suicides in the immediate aftermath of the 2015 breach. Due to the collateral damage beyond just identity theft caused by this breach, in the extortion campaigns in 2015 and now again in 2020, I felt obligated to add this one to the list. Shiny Hunters. Shiny Hunters appears to be a fairly new hacking group that seems to have suddenly emerged. They were responsible for major data breaches that occurred in May, totaling roughly 200 million in leaked records from several companies such as Tokopedia, Microsoft, Zoox, and Home Chef. The hacking group is highly active on the dark web, and security researchers have discovered that the group is selling leaked data on the dark web marketplaces and making claims that future leaks are coming soon. Security researchers believe the group may be Gnostic Players, a well-known hacking group that behaved in similar ways. Shiny Hunters has denied this, but claims they are inspired by the notorious hacking group Gnostic Players. So the notion of hacking groups morphing or changing names over time is common. Maze Cartel. This notorious Maze ransomware group, which consists of Lockbit, Maze, Ragnarlocker, continues to grow as more gangs joined, namely Conti and Suncrypt Group. Last June, the Maze malware operators publicly announced their plan to create a ransomware cartel, which includes other cybercrime groups to team up and share hacking exploits, resources, as well as leaked data of their victims, which can be found in their web forums and pages within the dark web. In 2020, it is believed they were part of a major cyber attack on tech giant Canon and 5 major healthcare providers. And finally, Anonymous Hacking Group, or Anonymous for short, that most of us know it by. It was started roughly in 2003 and is by far the most quintessential, fashionable, and probably most notorious hacking group over the last few years. It is a decentralized international collective that is commonly known for its various cyber attacks against several governments, government agencies, institutions, corporations, and religious institutions. Their attacks are often launched against political figures, foreign governments, and religious groups who are generally viewed as working on corrupt practices. In 2020, Anonymous was back, with apparent cyber attacks on the Minnesota and Atlanta police departments, in the form of ransomware attacks against their IT infrastructure, attacks on their websites, and apparent disruption of police radio systems. There were also multiple social media claims on behalf of Anonymous, prompting a response from those closer to the group, attacking the affiliation claims posted to some Twitter accounts. Quote, Anonymous does not use Twitter or Facebook, it uses IRC. Quote, we do not appreciate false flag impersonations, there will be consequences. So these are the 5 most notorious hacking groups of 2020 and the impact that they may have had on your lives and the lives of many others. Thanks for watching, and as always, please like, subscribe, and provide comments, and turn on notifications by clicking the bell in order to check out future videos published twice a week.